Today I'm going to show you how easily you can make vinegar in your home out of everything. Basically, this method is going to be completely different than all other methods that you have been seeing on probably YouTube. So it's different and it's much easier. You can mix and match all the fruits to make different flavors of your vinegar, and this vinegar is going to be with mother, and it has a very pleasant and light taste, which makes it great for weight loss plan. So if you are looking into have such as apple cider vinegar for your weight loss plan and as your daily diet, which I know so many, they just take vinegar mixed with water in the morning or in the night. So this vinegar is a great choice for you because it's homemade. It's not having all those bad acids and sharp acids that is going to make your stomach disturb. So you are going to enjoy this vinegar all the way. So let's go to my kitchen, and with my ancient method I'm going to show you how to make vinegar out of everything. So let's head to my kitchen. Here we have 1 kg of apple and pear. You can choose any fruit to make vinegar out of it. It doesn't matter, you can even mix any fruits that you want. As you can see, I have 2 pears which they are about to, be ruined. So I'm going to make the vinegar out of them, and also apples. All of these fruits, they weigh 1 kg. So I'm going to tell you for 1 kg how much things you need to be added to vinegar. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to peel them off. You really don't need to do that, but I would like to peel them off and chunk them. But you can just chunk them as they are without peeling them off, but I prefer to do peeling. Okay, now the fruits are ready to go inside the container. What I'm using is the glass container for these, and I'm going to tell you how we are going to measure all other things. It's so easier. The only thing that I need to let you know is that whatever amount of water and fruit that you're going to put in your container, it is very important to always keep 4 fingers empty in your jar. So everything has to be filled up to here, and you let this area, this space, to be empty, because the gases and everything is going to evaporate and they need space for it. So I am going to put them in 2 containers. So I'm going to divide these and put them in both containers. So now that we filled our jars, we are going to add sugar to our containers. The reason that we are adding sugar is not that to make it sweet, it's just simply for feeding the bacteria. So don't worry about it. The amount of sugar is very easy to find out. Always for every kg of whatever you are using, you are going to use 2 tablespoons of sugar. If the fruits that you're using, it's very sour, for example, if you're using the sour apples, you are going to add 1 extra tablespoon of sugar. It means 3 tablespoons. Otherwise, just 2 tablespoons. So half kg here I have in each container. I'm going to use 1 tablespoon sugar for each jar. Simply just put the sugar, just add it to your fruits. The amount of water that we are going to use, there is no amount that has to be measured and to be added in order to make vinegar. The simple thing is that you only need to add as much as water, which is going to cover your fruits. That's all. That's simple as that. And always remember to use distilled water or use the mineral water. Do not use the tap water. So we are going to fill our jars with water until it covers the surface of our fruit. Okay, as you see, we have a space here about 3 fingers, and also the water has been added up to the surface of the fruits. So what we are going to do is that we are going to close them loose. You don't want to close them so tight because the gases need to escape. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use a cloth and just cover it and let it to start processing. As you can see, some of the fruits are out of the water. You do not need to worry about that. During the process that we are going to make vinegar, we are going to handle those. So don't worry, your vinegar is not going to be moldy and is not going to develop any white surface after the vinegar is done. So I'm going to show you in the process what we are going to do every day. In the process of making this kind of vinegar, we are not going to use any weight inside the jars in order to press the fruits down inside the water. There is an easier way and better way to take care of this, to prevent developing any molds or white surface all over the jars during the process of becoming vinegar, which I'm going to share with you. The jars are ready to go for the rest. We are going to keep them for 5 to 6 days, somewhere dark and warm. As warmer the place is, the process will happen faster. I'm going to show you in this 5 to 6 days what we are going to do with them every day. Just keep them, if you don't have a dark and warm place, just cover the jars with some blanket and put them next to the heater or radiator, and I'm going to show you every day what we are going to do. It has been 24 hours now since we packed this for vinegar. Now it's time to just give it a stir. We are going to do and repeat this process for the next 5 to 6 days. Every 24 hours or each day, we are going to open them and give it a stir with, of course, a wooden spoon or plastic spoon, and again close them and put it in a warm place for up to 5 to 6 days. As you can see, there has been a foam forming all over the container. And the process has been already started. It is the second day. As you can see, the changes which is happening, and we are getting closer and closer. So we're going to stir it again. Today is the 6th day that we are going to stir our vinegar, and after that I'm telling you what we are going to do. After this day, means after the 6th day, we are going to cover the vinegar the same way that we are covering loose, and keep them wrapped in a very warm place around 30 degrees centigrade, like near to the radiator, just somewhere warm, and not to touch them for another 2 weeks. So we are not going to stir them anymore. We're just going to leave them for 2 weeks there, and then after that our vinegar is ready. Okay, now it's been 21 days, like 3 weeks that I kept the vinegar aside in a very warm place, and now that I'm checking them, they are completely ready. They have a very strong smell of the vinegar, and as you can see, there is a white layer over the top, which is completely normal, and this is not a mold. So at this stage what we are going to do is strain them, all the vinegar. You see this white thing? This is completely natural, and actually it has to happen, so don't worry about it. To strain our vinegar, we are using a strainer as well as a cheesecloth over the top of it, and then we simply strain it. Okay, as you can see, this is not a mold at all. This is a top of the vinegar which forms and completely normal, and actually it has to happen that way. All the vinegar is basically under this layer, as you can see, which we are going to strain it. So let's do it. Okay, this vinegar is all ready. As you can see how beautiful color is. It's just like a light color because it's so natural and homemade. And I am going to try the taste, but before that I should tell you that this is a kind of vinegar with mother, which is the best form of vinegar. So if you just keep it in a bottle, then you will see that all the mother will be coming down to the bottom. So I'm going to try this and tell you how it tastes, because this is apple and pear vinegar mix. The taste is really light and pleasant. It is not so sharp and, you know, uncomfortable taste like all the vinegars that we buy from outside. So this is really good if you want for weight loss, if you want to have the vinegar in your diet as a weight loss, because I know that so many people, they have vinegar as a weight loss diet. So this is the perfect vinegar for that, because it's not going to disturb your stomach, it's not so acidic, and it doesn't have any additives. It's all natural, and it's really good, and you can just enjoy and enjoy the taste and take the benefit out of it.